There's a new Chewbacca bandolier strap. Fits over your shoulder for play and holds 10 action figures securely. Like new Princess Leia Organic and Re-Ease, each sold separately. It even has pouches.
New C-3PO collector's case Chewbacca bandolier strap.
Well, happy May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. To everybody who's watching, whoever's out there. It's me. I'm your friend Rob, and it's the Collector's Case. Here we are again. Another May the 4th. Another year has gone by since the last May the 4th. And yeah, it's been a quiet day. Not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed. I thought we'd get something else. I mean, I suppose we still have time. I mean, it's only 3 o'clock. It's a little after 3. There's a lot of time still in the day. Anything can happen, and if something should happen in the next, say, hour, then we're gonna talk about it, I guess. But yeah, thanks for being here. Thanks for joining me. I'm just gonna go and do a little bit of housekeeping here and say that, a like would be great. Please remember, click like on this video, on this live stream. Subscribe. Still on my slow climb to 100 subscribers. I'm at 58, so that's good. But in the meantime, yeah, I'm still working my way up. So, anything you can do. In other words, click the like button, please. Please subscribe to my channel. Yeah, we're gonna get there. I believe in you. I really, really do. The force is strong with you, especially today, because obviously, as I said, it's May the 4th. And yeah, it's been a weird one. I'm not gonna lie. I did my usual May the 4th thing, which was when it falls on a weekday is I can't really do anything very early in the morning, obviously, but in the afternoon I'm happy to watch some Star Wars, which I did. I watched the finale 2 episodes of Maul Shadowlord. Oh my god, that show is amazing. And also, just so if you want to know what I'm drinking here, I know it looks brown, and it looks like dirty water with blue things in the front. This is what my friends and I like to call a sleazy freezy. It's basically hawthorn berry gin, which is why it's got that color, and tonic. It's a gin and tonic, essentially. But the hawthorn berry gin has a nice sort of a subtle flavoring to it. And then instead of ice, I break up a freezy. The long, freezies. I break one up and I put it in, and it keeps it cold and also adds a little bit more flavor. It's very good. I highly recommend them. Because we're celebrating. And how better to say celebration than to have a drink on May the 4th. So as I said, May the 4th be with you all. And yeah, I was really hoping that we would have more to talk about right now. So that's I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed. I would have preferred to be able to discuss all the new stuff. Sadly, there is no new stuff. At least not today, not for this day, not for May the 4th. But it's still something to do. And we have a Matthias 79. Thank you for joining me. And guten Abend to you too. I hope you're having a great day. I assume, are you in Germany? I'm guessing. I don't know. You can correct me, but I have no idea. But yeah, thank you for joining me. But yeah, so since we can't talk about anything new that has been announced for this particular day, for the holiest of days, let's do a quick little recap of what we got yesterday, because what we got yesterday was interesting. So I'm just going to share my screen here, and we're going to look at the first one. Yeah, that's him. That's the one. So I think I can make that bigger. I'm going to try and make it a little bit bigger. Oh, there we go. Perfect. I did it. Yeah, so we got the concept art Anakin Skywalker. I am not sure what to how to, I don't know. I'm not sure. I will say this. I like the concept art stuff, generally speaking. I do. But I mean, this one's weird. I'm not gonna lie. It's a concept that I'm glad they didn't go with. And oh, hey, so you're watching Star Wars and my show. That's awesome. I'm grateful. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. But yeah. So the concept art Anakin Skywalker. Now we got hit with like 3. I think it's, well, I don't know, 3 of them. We'll go through this and we'll see. But it seems like they've only given us exclusives, which is why I'm surprised. I didn't expect that. I was not expecting a glut of exclusives on Star Wars Day. I thought we would get more than that, which is why, like I say, I'm a little disappointed. But that said, let's go through these. So yeah, Anakin the Vampire is what we have here. Again, no shade on anybody that likes this. If you like this, awesome. Good for you. I like it, but I don't like it enough that I would buy it. Simply because this is a concept that I was not very keen on to begin with. I do like the fact that they did stick to the concept art. I'll give them that. They didn't they sure didn't jump on that. It's definitely accurate to the concept. But I don't know. I'm not a fan of this design for Anakin's look in Revenge of the Sith. The hair to me is a little silly. I'm not gonna lie. I get it. This is something that actually lends itself to an artisan. I do see that. However, I don't know. It's like a weird glam rock Anakin, if you know what I mean. I don't know if if you're old enough to get the reference for what glam rock was in the 80s. It was a big thing. But it's very glam rock, the hair on this thing. Yeah, Matthias, I was hoping for it too. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna hold out that there'll be nothing else the rest of today. I think we might get something still. I thought we would have had something by now, if we were. But I've been waiting on the. I've been checking the Hot Toys Facebook page and updates and seeing what comes up, and so far, nothing really. Also, our good friend Renz Talentino has not sent me any links, any surprises. I've not seen anything from him yet, so I'm guessing that there has not been anything, because he's usually right on top of that. But yeah, like an 80s rock star. That's like I was saying, like a glam rock kind of a thing. But yeah, I'll say this. I think it looks cool. Don't get me wrong. I think it looks very cool. I don't think that it is bad. I just don't think it fits in my collection for what it is. I don't think it is it's not a design that I like for Anakin. And like I said earlier, I'm glad they didn't go with this design when they were coming with the concept. I do like the cape. I'm not gonna lie. I like the cape. I like that. I don't know if that's it's not indigo. It's like a purpley purple. kind of color, like grape. I don't know. It's like a wine grape color. I don't know, but I like the cape. I think it looks cool. I just wish that there was another character that had a cape like that, because it doesn't work for me, this one. They're doing that thing where you can swap out the eyes. He can be, dark side Anakin or light side Anakin, because he's got a red lightsaber and a blue lightsaber. I do think that it's got some good posability. It's got another one of those stands, the sort of that look like a gear, like a cog. And I do like those stands. I like them very much. I am a person that does use the stands sometimes. I don't always. It just depends on the figure, but most of the time I do use them. But this is it's cool. That's what I would say. It's cool. It's just not for me, if that makes any sense. And I keep getting Facebook updates from people, not the ones I want though. But yeah, it's for anybody who wants this, go for it. Congratulations. This is cool for you. It's not for me. I get all of the jokes. I've seen all of the memes that people have been making for it, and they are very funny. The vampire thing, obviously, that comes to mind immediately, because look at the collar. Like, he's got the great big collar thing. And it's funny, the interior of the cape, the purple interior of the cape, kind of makes it look like he's wearing Count Chocula's outfit. I'm just gonna say it. But yeah, I obviously, in this case, I prefer him with the red. If you're gonna have this, he deserves to have a red lightsaber and be a Sith and be evil, because he kind of looks evil. Yeah, and that's exactly right. That's exactly how I feel about it. It's an exclusive. So, you know what? It's going to sell out. I guarantee you it's going to sell out, and it'll probably sell out really, really quick. And for everybody that gets one, that's awesome. Because, like you said, Matthias, why not? Why not? I mean, it's a concept. It looks really cool. I do like the idea that he kind of looks like a pimp here. Lael had said, and 1/6 Scale Man had said that he sees the pimp here, and I agree. It is very pimp-like. But yeah, it's that's the concept art there. Now, the thing about the concept art is that it's Doug Chiang, and I looked it up, and yeah, definitely it's going to sell out for sure. I looked it up because I wanted to make sure, and it is Doug Chiang who did this artwork, and I love Doug Chiang's art. He did most of the design concept work for the prequels, pretty much almost all of it. And in the artwork, it works better. I look at this and I see where he's going with it. He's trying to sort of show a transition here of Anakin to Vader in the costume. The longer flowing cape, the much darker colors, the little clasp chain across the front. His hair, even it's the way his hair is, it's poofier and comes out a little bit more, and it's a little bit longer, kind of emulating his helmet, with the helmet that he'll wear at one point once he's Darth Vader. I understand that from an artistic standpoint. I get what he was going for. I totally understand what he was doing. It's just, I don't think physically it works, is I guess what I'm saying. In terms of the design, I just don't think it would have looked right in person. It certainly, I don't think it would have fit on film in the movie. But, some people, I guarantee you, this is going to sell out. People are going to buy this, and the people who buy this and want this are going to love it. I have no doubt in my mind. It's just not going to be me. I just don't have anything that this will fit in. because it's not even a Legends figure. If this was a Legends thing, I would probably convince myself to get it, because so far all of the Legends stuff has been amazing. But it's not. It's just a concept, and it's not one that I gravitate toward. And I'm glad they didn't go with this look for the movie. So now moving on. So we have this other one we got as another exclusive. Ahsoka Tano. Padawan Ahsoka Tano. Now, again, I've heard the jokes. I've seen some memes. There have been some memes. Some that somebody needs to check somebody's computer. But yeah, I think people need to sort of get an idea of, or understand where this version of Ahsoka comes from. And for those of you who don't know, if you saw the animated Clone Wars film, the one that came out, I forget what year it was, mid 20-aughts. So I forget if it was 2005, 2006, something around there anyway, but I honestly don't remember the year it came out. But the Clone Wars animated movie that they then made the show from, or that became the show after that. And Ahsoka is dressed like this. Those are just her holograms that she comes with. But yeah, like, this is a good representation of that movie in real life. This is how the characters were basically designed to look. That's the Anakin that was in Clone Wars, animated Clone Wars, and that's how Ahsoka looked in the movie. I don't remember if that's how she was dressed throughout the entirety of the first season. I can't remember exactly. I'd have to go back and watch it again. But she was dressed this way in the movie. She was meant to be a much younger version of Ahsoka. I'm not sure how old she was supposed to be in that show, or in that movie, but I think they are going with, I mean, they've used Ariana Greenblatt's sculpt from that episode of the Ahsoka show, the live action Ahsoka show, when they did the flashbacks. So they've used the same sculpt as the other young Ahsoka, Padawan Ahsoka, that they did from that show as well, because they want this to be that live action representation and not the animated, obviously. So they're using Ariana Greenblatt, and I think that sounds good to me. That's right. That's what they should be doing. If they're sticking with that and staying in universe in that way, then yeah, it should look like her, because she's the only person who's played a live action young Ahsoka up to now. So there you go. So I think the sculpt is great. I really like the sculpt. They did a great job. Now in the movie, there's a whole, the plot is basically centered around them rescuing Jabba the Hutt's son. And that's who the little hut that she's got in the backpack is. This guy here. That is Rata the Hutt, who will be featured preeminently in the upcoming Mandalorian and Grogu movie. He's all grown up now, but he is he's the one you see in the pit fight, where like a gladiator type thing. That's Rata the Hutt now. So he's not a baby anymore. So this is, it's years later now. But yeah, the movie, basically they rescue him from bounty hunters, I think, if I remember correctly. So yeah, but that's why he's there. But yeah, and again, like I said, I've seen a lot of criticism online, a lot of, and some of it, I could say is maybe deserved criticism. Some of it isn't. But Matthias, yes. If you haven't watched Clone Wars, the animated series, I highly recommend it. You don't need to watch the Clone Wars animated movie. It basically was movie length, but it felt like it was just the first maybe 3 or 4 episodes of the show stitched together to make a feature length thing. but it's strictly this mission where they go and they try to they save Jabba the Hutt's son, Anakin and Ahsoka. So it's one mission. It doesn't really go too deep in anything. So you can avoid it. You don't have to watch it. I admit the animation at the very start of this show, that the animation you see in Maul Shadow Lord now, for instance, that is light years from where it started. And the animation in the original show, at the beginning of it, and certainly with that Clone Wars movie, you could tell they were experimenting with the style. And so it might be a little jarring, but the storytelling is 100% on point. But like I said, you don't need to watch the movie. Pick up the show, just watch the show, go from season 1. It's the first, I'd say the first 2 or 2.5 seasons, 3 seasons, maybe 3, but I think the first 2 are very geared toward kids. You can tell that it's very child oriented, but not irritatingly so. It's just very, very kid friendly. As the show goes on, it gets much, much more mature, and it starts dealing with real immature themes, dark themes, serious stories, and it just gets so much. It's I can't recommend it enough. So if you do get a chance, sit down with it. Do it over. Don't have to binge it. It's a lot. 7 seasons. So, but it's really, really good. I highly recommend it. But yeah, so just getting back to this, like I said, this was the outfit she wears in the movie. It is revealing. I will say that. It is definitely different in terms of the way that she's a much younger character in the animation, and they draw her that way. She's much younger. This figure, because it's based off of real life and a real person, also because Ariana Greenblatt, I think, she's petite. She's a petite girl, but I think she's older. She's definitely older than I think the character was originally supposed to be. So she's more mature looking. Let's put it that way. So the little tube top and the midriff bearing thing is, some people are uncomfortable with it. I get that. I totally get that. But this is the look. This is what she had. This is what she wore in the show, or in the movie, and I think probably in the first bit of the first season. I'm not sure, but I mean, this is the physical representation of what the animation was. So I'm fine with it. I don't have a problem with it. If you are somebody that is trying to collect the evolution of Ahsoka, going from her first appearance to her most recent appearance, then absolutely you should get this, because it's part of that. It's part of her journey, put it that way. Now they've given her this silicone body, which you can see. I really like this cloak, by the way. Just want to say that I think it looks really good. And they've got the blaster deflections on the lightsaber again, which I actually really enjoy those. I think that's a really cool effect. But I think they look cool. But yeah, no, don't worry about it. We're just chatting, so it's fine. You can interrupt me every once in a while. That's okay. If there's any question you have or anything, anybody wants to ask a question, by all means. But yeah, I like the blaster deflection effects. I think they look kind of cool. They make for a more dynamic posing. But yeah, I like the cloak. Now, here's the one thing that I'm kind of confused about, is that they advertise this as being a seamless silicone body. What do we think is wrong with that picture? Here and here. Seamless means you don't see the joints. Obviously, there are shoulder joints that are very, very visible. And they're not, I mean, that's just what they are. There they are. They're shoulder joints. Could they have covered those up? Could they have given us a completely seamless body? Yeah, they could have. They've done it before. Would not be the first one. Seamless shoulders are a thing. They've done other figures with seamless shoulders. This one, you would think, because of the way she's dressed, that it would be a candidate for seamless shoulders. Clearly, they didn't go that route. Now, the elbows are seamless. Obviously, you can see that there. She's got full silicone arms. Her abdomen area here, obviously, there's no joint in there. So I think, and the knees, they don't need to worry about because they're covered. But that, I think, is what they were doing with these shoulders. I think because this figure is... I think what this is a change of outfit, but essentially this is the same figure we got from the Ahsoka show, from the Clone Wars flashback in the Ahsoka show. What I mean by that is, in that show, she's wearing a lot more. She's actually got, her shoulders are covered. So I think what they did is they just changed the outfit, but didn't change the body. And they didn't need to have seamless shoulders in that particular figure. So this doesn't have seamless shoulders. So basically, this is like it's like an Ahsoka. It's Ahsoka with a young Ahsoka with a new outfit, but it's the same figure. I think that's just my theory, but I think that's what it is. That said, here, if you pose her with the backpack with Rada the Hutt in it, the straps of the backpack will hide the seams. As you can see, there's no seams. So if this is the look you want to go with, you're going to be fine because you're not going to see any shoulder seams whatsoever. So that's great. Yeah, it works. I think it works well. It's just when you're having her pose like this is when you're going to have a problem if you don't like the seams, because you're going to see her shoulder joints. Regardless, I still think it's a solid figure. I have the other one on pre-order, the one from the Ahsoka show, and the shorter haired nice guy Anakin. I have that one on as well. But yeah, it's I wanted that Clone Wars representation, let's put it that way. So yeah, I don't have a problem with it. You can also pose her like this if you don't want to use the backpack. You can have the cloak on her, and that'll hide the shoulders as well. There's no shortage of ways you can pose this that will hide, that you can hide the shoulders if you want to. But yeah, and she comes with, everything you'd pretty much expect. She's got the rolling eyeballs, but they all do now. That's not new anymore. But she comes with these goggles. I'm trying to remember where the goggles are from in the show or in the movie. I don't quite recall. But they're cool. If you want to use them, you can use them. Obviously the backpack with Rada the Hutt in it, and her 3 hologram projector little thingies. She's got, I believe it's Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Yoda. And yeah, bottom line is, this is also much like concept art Anakin. This is an exclusive. I think I'm going to get this. Or at least I'm gonna go in and try and get it. As I said on Lael's show yesterday on Collectors Lounge International, I'm going to get in line and I'm going to try and get this piece. If I can't, then that's okay. I'm fine with that. If I miss out, I miss out. I'm not worried about it. Because like I said, I have the other version that's coming. So I'm fine with that one. I really like that one. So yeah, I'm okay with it. And as you can see, there's good old Rada the Hutt. And yes, he does kind of look like a poop. Gonna say it. Let's see here. Oh, okay. No, by all means, please. If you got a question, let's talk. What's the question? You were watching Tyrone Magnus. Tyrone Mag. Oh, yeah. I know who that is. And this is the headline. Ready to reset Star Wars. I've heard that. I don't know. I mean, let me put it this way. I don't think it's impossible. I know there are some people who think that Disney would never do it. It's never going to happen. It's, but you have to remember that there's been a lot of upheaval with ownership groups and shareholders and people coming in and people being let go. Disney has been in a pretty big flux of a situation for the last little while when it comes to its management. And you know what? Look, I love Star Wars. I'm not going to deny that. I've loved Star Wars since I was a kid. And that's just it. That's just the way it is. And I'm not going to apologize for it. I did not like the sequel trilogy. Ultimately, I will say that. Let me rephrase that. I liked Force Awakens, but everything that happened after that got progressively worse and worse and worse for me. Especially after the fact that I found out after the Rise of Skywalker came out, and after all the dust had settled, and then we started finding things out that they didn't have a plan. Disney didn't have a plan. It was not a trilogy that had been written. It was basically like a choose your own adventure. Each movie was a new director, a new writer, and they just basically pick up where the other one left off and then go whatever way you want, kind of thing. And that's not how you do Star Wars. It's not. There needs to be a cohesive story. Say what you want about the prequels, and people have said a lot, including me, back in the day when the prequels were the thing that everybody hated. But at least with the prequels, it was a cohesive story. It was a story that made sense. It was the execution, if you want to say anything. It was kind of the execution of it. But but otherwise, I actually have grown to really like the prequels. I don't think that's going to happen with the sequels because there was no plan, and you can tell. And oh, Mandy, may the 4th be with you, Mandy. I as far as what they're going to do with who was it? It was Tyrone Magnus had said it was a headline that he found. I think thank you. You too. I loved your little video. That was amazing. I think where was I? Mandy distracted me. She got me all kerfuffled. Where was I? Oh, right. Yeah, the sequel's being splintered off. My theory is, and I suspect this is probably what I think that there are people in higher up management that want to do, because the Mandalorian and Grogu is not tracking well, apparently. They don't expect it to do well financially. And I think the bean counters at Disney are not happy about that. And I think they have probably made a decision to right the ship in the sense of bringing it back to profitability. And based on what they've done with Galaxy's Edge, I mean, and it's just a theme park, but they've literally taken out all of the sequel trilogy stuff, and they've made it all OG. OG. They made it all OT. Now there's Han, Luke, Leia, Vader. John Williams music is playing everywhere. I agree. I'm actually really excited to see it. I am not one of the people that's all doom and gloom about that movie. I think that Mandalorian and Grogu is going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. In Florida it is. In LA, they've gone back to the original trilogy. I think in Florida, that the Florida is going to do the same though. I think they're going to eventually do this. I think they're going to do it across the board. Excuse me, across the board. But yeah, it's one of those things. Like you got to remember at the end of the day, wouldn't that be great? I would really love. I have never been to Disney World or Disneyland. I've never been to a Disney thing. I've never been to Florida. Of all things, I've never even been to Florida. But yeah. But no, at the end of the day, you know, Disney is a company, and they're in it to make money, and it's been made painfully clear to them, I think, that the sequel trilogy is a dead end for them. I don't think they're going to continue with it, and I wouldn't be surprised. I can't. I have a job. I'm gonna, you know, I'm going. My plan is for us to go for Celebration next year, for Star Wars Celebration. So, we maybe we'll do something like an extra trip, because that's gonna be in LA. What do you mean no? Oh, you're not going to that? Are you? I'm assuming you're not going to that. Yeah, that's a long trip for you. Yeah, I know. I'm. It's one of those things that, like, it's a trip that I'd really have to plan because of work and also Heather's schedule, my wife's schedule. She's, you know, she'd have to get time off. We both have to get time off. It's a pretty big trip. In terms of just cost, because it's not going to be cheap. The celebration tickets alone will be pricey. The hotel will be pricey. However long we stay there, it'll be pricey. Well, I'll try and I'll talk to Heather tonight. I'll try and convince her. I'll tell her Mandy wants us to come out, so maybe then she'll be like, "Oh, okay." Come on. I'll ask. I'll see what she says. But yeah, I don't even know where I was now. Thanks a lot, Mandy. Where was I? It would be great. I would love to. I'm dying to hang out with you. Like, I would love to meet you and your wife and the kid and oh my God. Yeah, it would be amazing. It would be absolutely awesome. And I love you too. That goes without saying. But yeah, I've gotten off track. Where was I? Oh, so yeah, basically what I was saying is, I think that the theory about them potentially putting off the sequels, here's the thing, they're never going to eliminate them. I don't think they're going to be chucked in the bin. Let's put it that way. I don't think that's going to happen. What I do think they would do, though, is they could easily use the World Between Worlds as a way of, rather than throwing out the sequels, because there are people, you know, there's got to be at least, I don't know, 15 or 20 people that love the sequels. I'm kidding. The people who love the sequels, you know, without completely throwing them out, you can put them in it was an alternate, not an alternate timeline, not like an MCU kind of multiverse thing, but you can use the World Between Worlds in such a way that that it creates an off-ramp, if that makes any sense. Yeah, like I said, I liked Force Awakens. My only issue is that they didn't do anything with it after Force Awakens. They kind of like just went nowhere after that, and that really bothered me. And they really did a disservice to a bunch of characters that I obviously grew up with, and I didn't like that. But yeah, like that's what I'm saying is, though, the World Between Worlds can be used in such a way that you can create a branched reality in a way. For instance, and this is sort of my little explanation of it. You have Ahsoka being pulled out of that fight with Darth Vader in Rebels. That was the first time we see the World Between Worlds. Matthias, I don't know if you ever watched Rebels, but that's where the World Between Worlds comes from, where we first see it. And in doing that, it altered they altered time, because in the sense that I think what they've done is they've created a branch by doing that. You have the way things went if Ahsoka died, and then you have the way things went that we saw after, you know, Ezra pulls her out and she lives. And yes, Rebels is phenomenal. Again, that's another show. I can't recommend that enough. That show is outstanding. That's probably the best Disney Star Wars thing they've done. I'm not going to even, I think it might be, I don't know. That's just my opinion. But yeah, because you figure if Ahsoka had died, okay, let's okay, we were talking about the figures, but at the same time, let's get into this just for a second, because it's an interesting thought experiment. Let's say Ahsoka died in Rebels and Vader killed Ahsoka, and things went the way they did after that. From that point, Ahsoka isn't alive. Everything moves along the way we know it from the original trilogy, from the movies. That all still happens the way we saw in the movies of the original trilogy. Everything went along like that. That's fine. But then we get to the time of the Mandalorian, and Grogu comes along, who is clearly being chased after by the Empire because they're trying to reanimate or clone the Emperor, trying to clone Palpatine. So if Ahsoka is dead, then at the end of Mandalorian season 2, or I should say, let me back up. If Ahsoka is dead, there is no one to tell the Mandalorian, to tell Din Djarin to take Grogu to that planet with this to place him on that stone and reach out to the Force, which is what ultimately brings Luke Skywalker to come and save them. So without that happening, and it wouldn't have happened if he hadn't known to do that, and he didn't know to do that if Ahsoka doesn't tell him. So if Ahsoka's not alive, doesn't tell him to do that, everything follows that line until the end of season 2. They all die. And Moff Gideon gets Grogu, and they leave with Grogu, and we get what happens in the sequels. They successfully use Grogu to help clone, and they get Snoke out of that, a force sensitive clone. But that in turn ended up not being what happened, right? What we ended up getting was, Ahsoka is alive. Ahsoka tells the Mandalorian where to put Grogu. Grogu reaches out in the Force, brings Luke Skywalker, and Luke then takes Grogu as his Padawan, takes him as a student. In the sequel trilogy, Luke didn't have a student. He even says Ben Solo was his first student. You know, it's already they changed the timeline, so that changes things. But yeah, in live action, yeah, that's the correct term. You should watch Rebels though. And hey, Calvin's in the house. How you doing? But yeah, like if I think the sequel trilogy is what you get if Ahsoka had been dead, if Ahsoka had not been alive to do the things that she did. But because she's alive, she's able to send, them to that planet. They're able to deal with the things involving the Seeing Stone, and Luke comes and he saves him. And then suddenly, yeah, we have that situation where Luke has now taken Grogu as his first student. And even Jon Favreau had said that the Grogu and Luke were together for a significant period of time before he rejoined Din Djarin. They didn't address it, but apparently, according to them, a lot of time had passed while he was with Luke. Hey, Windman, happy Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. But yeah, it's so in a way you could argue that they've already done it. That the entire Mandoverse storyline, the way the direction it's going, is because they've undone the sequel trilogy. Now, I know that there has been some comments that Dave Filoni has made that, you know, ultimately everything leads to the sequels. But while maybe to a sequel trilogy, yeah, but maybe not the way we saw things in the movies. Maybe things change. Maybe it's different. It's a different situation. We don't know. I think they do a lot of funny little wordplay with things sometimes when they're explaining stuff, because in the press, they don't want to give things away, and they don't want to, you know, they don't want to give too much fuel to a lot of the online, you know, hate farmers. I mean, if that's, you know, one way to put it. So, I mean, there's possibilities all around the place, but I think the fact that Ahsoka is not dead is the reason why things happen. And look, Luke had experience training Grogu. He had experience as a teacher with Grogu. The whole thing with Ben was that he didn't have any experience. Ben was his first student, and he felt like he failed him because he didn't know what he was doing. He had experience with Grogu now. So, you know, that already changes things. They'd already changed things from what the narrative of the movie, the sequels, laid out. So I'm optimistic. I think ultimately Disney wants to make money with Star Wars again. And I think the only way to do that, because while, yes, again, like I said, there's a lot of, there are people that like the sequels. Don't get me wrong. I think, yeah, I agree. They did. They absolutely did them all. They did them all bad. As much as I loved Han Solo in Force Awakens, I feel like they kind of did him dirty too. And I agree, Luke would not have ended up that way. And when you have Mark Hamill telling you, this is not what Luke Skywalker, this is not who Luke Skywalker is, and you ignore him, you're barking up the wrong tree at that point. But again, my opinion. But yeah, I'm hopeful that Disney can right this ship. I really am. It's unfortunate that Carrie Fisher is no longer with us. It is unfortunate that everybody else has really obviously aged out of those parts. I mean, they're going to have, if they were to say do another version of Leia Connaught's Superman. Oh, you mean Leia Poppins? The scene? Is that what you mean? Yeah, I agree. That was so dumb. Anyway, yeah, I think there is a way. Yeah, the flying scene through space. Yeah. It's just, oh God. I think there's a way. Yeah, I know. I think there is a way. I honestly believe there's a way to fix things. There really is. And I don't think it's as difficult as people are acting like it is. I think it's a pretty reasonable and slightly easy fix. I mean, not easy, but it's fixable. You have to do right by the fans. Ultimately, it's what it comes down to. Star Wars is built by the fans and is successful because of the fans. And when you come in with a sequel trilogy that basically tears down everything, you know, yeah, you're right. Rebellions are built on hope. There's another good thing that Disney Star Wars did. Rogue One. Brilliant. Loved Rogue One. And I loved Solo. I'm going to say that right now. I know that Solo lost money. I'm aware of that. It did not do well. It was a bomb. I get it. But it is a good movie. It bombed because The Last Jedi was so what's the word? Reviled. It was The Last Jedi really hurt Solo's sales. I think that ultimately that's what hurt Solo more than anything else. But yeah, I thought Solo was great. I loved Alden Ehrenreich. I thought he did a great job as a young Harrison Ford, or I shouldn't say that, as a young Han Solo. I thought he did a fantastic job. And Donald Glover was an amazing young Billy D. Williams. Yeah, Solo. There's a lot to love about Solo. That movie it's really really good. And the thing that I remember when I watched it in the theater was, and this is after having watched Last Jedi, was that Solo felt like Star Wars. That movie felt like Star Wars again. It really did, in a way that Last Jedi did not. But again, just my opinion. I yeah, I know. Although I liked what Ron Howard did. I really did. I think that from what I heard, and this is one of the things I'll say about Kathleen Kennedy that probably people who will disagree with me, but she's the reason why they pulled Lord and Miller off of that movie, because they were directing it at first, writing and directing it, and they were turning it. It was getting too, apparently, from what I remember reading the news about it, was that her problem with it was that they were making it too comical. It was too funny. I remember one of the criticisms being that Han Solo was acting more like Ace Ventura or something like that, which I can't imagine how that would have turned out. But I think it's possible that we may have dodged a bullet. Not that I don't think Lord and Miller do good movies. I loved Project Hail Mary. I loved it. And I know they're capable of that. But, it's one of those things. It's like maybe they weren't ready to do that kind of a movie yet. And now they're good at them. Now they do them. But maybe at that time it wasn't their thing really. And they weren't going in the right direction. And I'll give credit to Kathleen Kennedy for pulling the plug. Like, seeing that it wasn't working. She saw the dailies, she saw the clips and didn't like the direction they were going, and they weren't willing to make changes, and that's why they were let go. And if that's the case, like I said, I don't think Kathleen Kennedy was 100% the problem for everything. I think she had a hand in some bad decisions, don't get me wrong, but I don't think she was the ultimate bad everything. I don't think that at all. But yeah, I don't know. It's all this to say that when the right people are involved with the projects, the Disney Star Wars movies can be really good. They can. They are capable of it. They are capable of it. It's just that they tend to either use the wrong people for certain aspects of the production. Either they get the wrong writers for certain things or the wrong directors for certain things. And some of it just fails because those writers just don't understand how to write Star Wars. And so they're writing something else with a Star Wars skin on it. And the fans can see that right away. We can spot it. We know what it looks like. And that's not it. And that's what you get. So that's, but that's fine. It's all about, it's all about the interpretation. Still confused. I'm still confused how they didn't know Lord and Miller were going off book from day one. Yeah, I know. That's another thing. I think sometimes some producers will take a hands-off approach and let the creatives do their thing, just because you're hiring them because you want them for whatever reason, and you kind of stay back a bit. You let them do their thing, and again, like I said, I give credit to Kathleen Kennedy for stepping in and saying, this is not working. This is going to fundamentally do damage to the character of Han Solo. We can't do this. And honestly, Ron Howard did a great job. He did. You can't deny it. He did a great job. I really, really liked that movie a lot. I thought it was really, really well done. But again, my opinion, just my opinion. And my freezy has melted, but that's okay. It still tastes good. Yeah. So yeah. And yes, oh my God, yes. It won't happen now, but, and I remember I think we were talking about this on the weekend, on Lael's show. Bryce Dallas Howard, if it's too late now, would have been a phenomenal casting for Mara Jade. Phenomenal. I would have loved that. I love Bryce Dallas Howard. I think she's amazing. But yeah, it's yeah. I will say I'm kind of glad in some ways that it seems like they're not willing to touch Mara Jade in live action yet. And I'm kind of happy about that in a way, because I don't know that they've got the right people there to do her properly. Not yet. And I if they brought Mara Jade into live action Star Wars and they ruined her, I would be so angry. I would feel physical pain over that. So I'm kind of glad in that way that they haven't done anything with her yet. I think there's a world where we could still get Bryce Dallas Howard as an older Mara Jade. I think we could still get that, and they could potentially do something good there. But again, that means they would have to embrace that sort of different timeline thing like I was talking about, where Luke didn't go off and become a hermit, and maybe he's with her now, and they're both, I don't know. It's a theory. It's just an idea. Nobody's listening to me. I don't work in Hollywood. I don't know, but whatever. And yes, that's like fan casting at this point, because that would be 100%. I mean, even the animation, the character looks like Cate Blanchett. Like they really did a great job. And yeah, she would be a great Satine, live action Satine. They would have to be a Clone Wars era movie, considering Satine's ultimate story arc, but still, I think that would be brilliant. Yeah, they could do something. I mean, it would be an interesting project. I would watch that. I would want to see what they do. I would want to see what they do with that. It would be something. I think ultimately they're probably going to try and stay away. I agree. I do agree. We need it. Yeah, you're right. I agree. I just don't think they'll do it. I just don't. I think they'll ultimately just be like, no, that story's been told, blah, 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 blah. They won't do it. I don't know. That's just my theory. But, it's one of those things. It's, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to be a Star Wars fan sometimes, because we all have great ideas. What we really need is a different picture in the background on screen. You're right. We do. Yes, we'll keep it in our heads. But yeah, let's just sort of quickly move on here, because we've been standing here looking at a young Ahsoka holding a big poop with eyes. Okay. Not the anyway. But anyway, back to the Ahsoka, young Ahsoka figure. As you can see here, yeah, she's seamless except for the shoulders. And so, but they're calling specialized body with silicone arms and seamless joints. The only seamless joints here are in the elbows. That's the only seamless joint. And I apologize. But yeah, It's kind of false advertising, if you ask me, a little bit. But but yeah, I think this is a really cool figure. Anyway, getting back to this figure, I think it is really cool. Like I said, I'm gonna try and get it. Why didn't they do like the Arcane Girls? No, you know what it is? And I was saying this earlier. I think the reason they didn't, I think this is the body. This Ahsoka body is the same one as the other young Ahsoka body from the Ahsoka show. Excuse me. I think that's what it is. And they've just taken her top, the jacket thing or whatever it is that she was wearing. They've taken that off because otherwise the arms on the other one are seamless as well, but you don't see the shoulders at all because of how she's dressed on that other figure. I think they just changed. Yeah, exactly. They're using the same body. This is literally that figure, but with a different outfit. I think that's what it is. And because of that, you see the seams in the shoulders because they didn't create a new body for like a brand new body. It's a new body in the sense that it's the new one they used for this version of Ahsoka from the other one. But I think there's just a different outfit. That's all it is. Because I mean, let's face it. And like I was saying this to Lael on Sunday. This version of Ahsoka, when she's this age, she's dressed like this from the Clone Wars movie. She's a bit younger than she is at the time of the flashbacks in the Ahsoka show. And she's very mature looking. Let's put it that way. And when she was wearing this outfit on the show, on the cartoon, on the animated, she didn't have the, you know what I mean. Whereas in this one, because she's taken, the figure is meant to be an older figure of Ahsoka, like an older version of her. She's an older female, not the young female that she was in the first one. So she's more mature. That would have been a new body if they had done that, made things a little bit more, I don't know, prepubescent. Skinnier, a little skinnier. Yeah, she was very skinny in the cartoon, but again, that's the animation. I don't know if they would have gone to that level, but yeah, they've still kept her with that body. I think this is just a slightly older version of Ahsoka's body. Yeah, it is lazy. They should have, if they were going to do this outfit, they should have done a new body that's appropriate for that age of Ahsoka to wear that outfit. But like I said, it's an exclusive. People are either going to get it or they're not. People are going to line up for it or they're not. Get in the queue. Like I was saying, I'm going to try and get it because I want to have every iteration. I want to have her. I want to have the Ahsoka. What's the word I'm looking for? Her evolution from the first time we see her when she looks like this till the most recent time we see her when she looks like Rosario Dawson. But yeah, so I'm gonna try and get it. If again, like I said earlier, if I don't get it, if I miss out, then I miss out. I'm not gonna die about it, but but it's just annoying because Hot Toys can do it. It's inconsistent. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. It is. Yeah. It's on Toys Assemble right now. You ordered it. Oh. Huh. Okay. If they made her the correct size, they save on silicone. Yeah, that's true. I suppose that's a good point. Oh, I see what you mean. Toys Assembled will receive it in 3 days. Oh, okay, because you're not getting this. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see if I can get it when it shows up on Sideshow. And I don't think it's showed up yet. Actually, let's check. Let's see if it has showed up on Sideshow yet. Oh, it has. It is. Look at that. But when does it say anything about? Okay, there it is. Well, you know what we're gonna do right now, and it's no queue. Interesting. Oh, because it's going to be available this month. Comes out this month. Yeah, you were right, Mandy. So okay. So it looks like I can get it. So you know what? Let's I'm just sorry guys, I don't mean to interrupt my regularly scheduled programming here. But I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this because, like I said, I do want to do the evolution of Ahsoka, and this is good for that. So, plus I'll be able to put her with young happy Anakin too, because it goes with that figure really well. Where's my there, and there. And place my, is that everything? Do I have any promo codes? Look. No, I don't. I used all my promo codes. Okay. I don't want to use my points on this though. I've got like a lot of points. I'm going to use those on something else. And boom, got it. There we go. So yeah. So here I was talking about how one day it'll be on thing and I'll get in line, and if I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. Well, looks like I'm going to get it. There we go. So that's young Ahsoka. Okay. But yeah. Wow, Sideshow will have it this month. If people start getting this from Side. Oh, no, listen. Let me tell you about the Chewie situation. I also am still waiting for my Chewbacca. Apparently, I forget who said it. Somebody yesterday on Collector's Lounge said that they'd heard that there were new shipments coming into Sideshow was going to be getting a new shipment soon, or very, very imminently. So maybe we'll get that email soon. Battle Damage Vader. Oh, you don't have that one yet. Oh, yeah, it's yeah. I don't know. I don't know what I mean. I'll tell you this: these things are not stuck in the Strait of Hormuz. I'll tell you that. They're this is not where they come from. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm still waiting for my Chewbacca and C-3PO. Still haven't got that. Sideshow is not saying a whole lot, but apparently they've got new shipments coming in soon. So fingers crossed. But yeah. So anyway, yeah, there we go. So I pre-ordered it and there was no queue. And it's yeah. Wait, how many did it say there were? Because it had the number up. A limited edition of 2,500. Okay. So there's 2,500 of these. All right. There you go. Well, I will be getting mine. I'm not upset about that. Let's see here. What was the next? Yeah, so we're just gonna go through these real quick. The rest of them. I think it looks cool. I'm gonna pose her in such a way with different things on that will hide the joints, so it won't be bad. And I'm gonna put her with this is a great little pose. That has a very young, it's a young Ahsoka kind of a thing, where she's just ready to fight kind of thing. I like that one. It just looks like a kid. I think they did a good job with it. Like you said, though. You guys try to assemble. Price is pretty good to get it within a week. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Stop sending me messages. Yeah. You never know. It might go down in price. I mean, the thing is, it is an exclusive, so I don't know. They might actually sell out of them on Sideshow, and you know, I mean, it's not expensive anyway. It's still only like, what was it? Let's look at it again. It was, yeah, Canadian. It's pretty standard for Canadian price Hot Toys. It's not crazy. It's pretty much the same what I'm paying for the other version of her. So yeah, it's not bad. I'm fine with it, is what I'm saying. But yeah, like that's a good pose. I like that one. That's a good Ahsoka sort of thing. And I like the little Rod of the Hutt sticking out the back there, like he's waving. I think that's cute. So let's get into this. This one is the one that I am 100% going after. I'm going after this one hard. And if they just put this up for sale like they did with Ahsoka, because clearly that's what they did. Because the Qui-Gon, I'm just looking, I'm getting back on the Sideshow page to see. And yeah, Qui-Gon is not on here. He is not up for sale yet. Although Sideshow did, I don't know if you guys have seen it. They have released photos of their Bo-Katan premium format figure, which is not the greatest likeness of Katie Sackhoff. I'm going to say that right now. I don't know. Mandy, I don't know if you saw it. Yeah, this one is definitely a pre-order. Oh, this is definitely coming home. I'm going after this artisan one. This is definitely coming home. But that's the other thing. $755 for, is that for the, what's that? Is that the Bo-Katan statue? The premium format? Let's look at that. Just gonna really quickly. You know what? Here, let's just for the sake of, wait, too much import. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's just because I was looking at this, but let's just really quick, we'll come back to this, but let's go to this because I want to look at this. Let's just see what we see here. So here we have the premium format Bo-Katan Kryze. Yeah, it's Canadian. This is, hold on, where did I see it? I just saw it. $1,140 Canadian for this one. I'm not gonna lie, I like it. The likeness is not right. I don't see Katie Sackhoff. The pose is good. I like the statue itself. I don't know, Mandy. You and I are on the same page about Katie Sackhoff. Do you think that's really a good likeness? I don't. I sort of see her, but yeah. Yeah, I think so too. I don't know if it's just because it's a statue or what. It's a great Bo-Katan, like with the helmet on. It looks really cool because it comes with the two different heads for this piece. You can get no, it's not. She's my love. She's mine. I'm sure her husband would have something to say about us arguing over her. Anyway, yeah, I really like the statue itself. I actually really like the statue. I don't like the head sculpt. The doggone girl is mine. Like, I like this look. With the helmet on, like, this looks really cool. I like this. I really do. You know, and I love, that's the thing I like about the premium formats that Sideshow does, is I do like the fabric parts of their statues. They are really cool. Really like that picture. That's a great one. Yeah. Just gonna leave it here for a minute. I'm just kidding. I mean, well, sort of. Anyway, yeah. But like that with the helmet on. Wait, there it is. It's a cool yeah. Yeah. No, but I mean, like as a character, as Bo-Katan, like as her Mandalorian look with the helmet on, I actually really like the helmet. Like I've always liked her helmet design because it's the whole Night Owls thing, and I like that. I like the way they did that. But yeah, the face sculpt, I don't know. Like I'm not gonna get this. It's way too pricey for me for what it is. I'm happy with I'll put it this way, my Hot Toys Bo-Katan, that face sculpt is way better than this, in my opinion. I think so. I still need to send mine off to Tina to get it rooted, to get the hair rooted. But she's got a long line, so I don't know if, if that would ever get done. But like I really, really like that figure a lot. But I don't know. It's a cool statue. Don't get me wrong. I really like it. For how much it is, though, I can't justify that. Heather would kill me. Like it would just be, it'd be a bloodbath. I can't do that. But yeah. But anyway, yeah. So I thought we'd take a look at that really quick because that was the other sort of Star Wars thing that came out. But yes, as we were saying, let's go back to Qui-Gon. The hair in this thing alone makes it amazingly worth going after, and I am doing that. Obviously, I'm going to get this. I will. I don't care how long I gotta wait up. If I gotta wait in line physically to get this, I will. That face sculpt. Oh, really? Because they're not on the it's not on Sideshow yet, which I find strange that they haven't even listed it yet on Sideshow. It's like it's on Toys Assemble, huh? Oop, no, that's not it. There we go. I'm surprised that Hot Toys hasn't put him up yet. Unless they're going to do like a queue thing. They got their allotment of figures and they're gonna do their usual Hot Toys thing and queue it up, and you're gonna have to hope you get a good spot in line because it's not on Sideshow at all. Man. Oh, did you? Okay, yeah, you got it rooted. I've seen the one that Tina did, the rooted one. Yeah, that one is amazing. She did such a great job with this. But I mean, this new head sculpt though, oh my god! And he's got the rolling eyes too, which the other one didn't have. This looks exactly like Liam Neeson. They even got his weird nose right. Like he's got that lump, he's got a big Irish nose, right? So yeah, I'm 100% going for this. I'm not even gonna try and not go for it. I'm going for it. Obviously they've got a Darth Maul here in this picture. I don't think this is another Darth Maul. I think what are they, 3.0 Darth Maul now, 4.0 already? Sorry, I missed a Mandy. What? Mandy, if I win the lottery, I am going to buy you an entire Bo-Katan kit, the whole outfit, and you can wear it all the time. You can walk around the house in it. Go shopping, do whatever. That's funny. Yeah. Sorry, you said, yeah, that was the other thing I was going to say. There's a sculpted version of this as well that is not exclusive. I agree that sculpted is safer, but honestly, and what? Yeah. It's a deal. Yeah, the sculpted hair, I saw the sculpted version of this. It looks good. Don't get me wrong. It does look good. Hot Toys is the king of sculpted hair. They do a brilliant job with sculpted hair. I mean, oh my God, their sculpted hair. If it wasn't for the fact, like, the thing is, this character for me, it's got to be Artisan. If I'm gonna get an Artisan figure, it's got to be Qui-Gon Jinn. His hair, it's how his long hair, the way it moves, like, it just looks so natural. There, like, this looks so real. I understand that, yeah, there's an issue potentially, but, and then get Tina Rudick. Yeah. You could be right. You could very well be right. My thinking, though, is that if time has taught us anything, at least up to this point, is that I think Hot Toys is getting better with the rooting. I think the first few figures of it, they were just trying to catch up to InArt with rooted hair, or InArt and I'm blanking on the name of the other company that does the rooting. The ones who did that, they do like the silicone faces and everything. What's that company called? Anybody in the chat knows? It's oh God, I can't remember the name now. I've lost it. But yeah. Okay, hold on a sec. Yes, but that's the thing. They're trying to make it look like that artist. They're forcing an unnatural look with hair to try and make it look like that concept art. That's the reason I think that looks so dumb, is because that it doesn't work in real life. That kind of look just doesn't work. And they're trying. Yes, JND. That's it. Thank you, Mandy. Yeah, I just think that look doesn't work in real life. And yeah, there's a weird hairline on that one. Yeah, I know. Oh, listen, you're not wrong. I don't mean that you say you're wrong at all. It's 100% true. I don't know. I know people who've got Artisan figures that they turned out amazing. That's the thing. I think it's a that's true. Oh, and my I don't know what I don't know what why it took so long, but my deposit for my InArt Superman 2-pack came out of my account today. I'd completely forgotten about it, and I didn't know what it was. I just saw this thing. It said, it came out, and I was like, what is that? And I didn't recognize it as anything that I spent money on. So I called my bank and I said, what is this? What is this that just came out of my account? Excuse me. And they said, oh, it's from overseas. Whatever they said. I forget what they said, but anyway, I had to do some digging, and then I found it. I was like, oh, it's my Superman 2-pack. I don't know why they didn't take it out sooner. I was kind of expecting them to, and they just didn't. They just did it just recently, like yesterday or 2 days ago. I don't know. But getting back to this, yeah, look, I understand completely. Yeah. I'm so excited. I'm trying to think of the last time I was this excited for figures as I am for that Superman 2-pack. I'm in love with it. I'm not going to deny it. I'm in love with it. Like, I literally can't wait to have that thing. Both of them. I mean, I'm speechless, generally speechless as to how good it is. Yeah. You did? What? You did what? What did you do? I must have, I don't know if I... Are you in love with it too? Is that it? I can't fight. I can't fight with you for over another person, Mandy. I think Katie Sackhoff has to be our one and only, and then after that, we need to be willing to. Whoops! What did I do? Oh, whoops! Pressed the wrong one. Oh, there we are. Okay, back to this. So yeah, I'm absolutely gonna go for this one anyway. I know. I get your trepidation. No. No. The gin and tonic is hitting me now. Anyway, so she can't help you now. She's not here. She's late tonight. She doesn't get home till like 9 o'clock. Anyway, I'm getting this Qui-Gon Jinn. I'm gonna go for this artisan one. I like the sculpted one, looks okay, but again, I think it's gonna have the same issues that the old sculpted one did with the way the head can move, and then the hair doesn't move because it's long. I don't know. Like, this is just, I can't look at this and say, oh, it's gonna be garbage. Like, I look at that and I go, that's Qui-Gon Jinn. That hair is, the hair, and at least look, whoever they got doing these photos, they did a great job. Like, the lighting is phenomenal. I mean, Mandy, you know all about lighting for photography, and you got to see it. Like, this is, if it wasn't for the fact that I know it's a figure, I wouldn't be 100% sure that wasn't Liam Neeson. You know, from a still from the movie or something. But I mean, just the way that they've got the body, the way he stands, they've really posed this really well. Like, this is, it looks amazing. What they've done with this is fantastic. I wonder if they will do another Maul, Phantom Menace Maul. I wonder to go with this, because the last time we got Phantom Menace Maul was with the it's called the Bloodfin, his vehicle. And they did have other versions when that came out. You could get it with or without the vehicle, so I do know that. But I wonder if this is a tease or if this is just they put him in for the photo and it's the other figure. That's probably what it is. But I don't know if they, like, I don't have a Phantom Menace Maul. I don't. I have the Clone Wars Maul, and I had the Solo Maul from the end, but oh god, I wish I sold that. I regret that one. Okay, all right, yeah, no, thanks for popping in, Mandy. Appreciate it. Love you too. Big Rib, how's it going? We're just talking about the Liam Neeson artisan, or Liam Neeson, the Qui-Gon Jinn artisan. This chat turned into the lusting after Katie Sackhoff show. I hadn't intended that to happen. I blame Mandy. Anyway. But here's this artisan Qui-Gon Jinn, which I'm going to try and get when this goes up for pre-order, whenever that is. I can't even RSVP for it yet. I don't think it's... Oh, wait, let's just quickly check. Let's check again, because you never know. Sometimes they just update these things. Let's see. I am going back to Sideshow. And because the Ahsoka, the young Ahsoka with Rada the Hutt, that one is up for pre-order now. And nope, Qui-Gon Jinn is not here yet. But wait, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to check. Oh, there he is. Sorry, my mistake. They've got him up for RSVP. Yep, I'm RSVPing for that. Thank you. I'm on the list. Oh, thank God. Okay, good. It says, what does it say? It says coming soon, Qui-Gon Jinn Artisan Edition 6-scale figure. Sideshow and Hot Toys presents the Qui-Gon Jinn Artisan Edition 6-scale figure. This Star Wars figure will be coming soon to Sideshow. RSVP to receive updates on when this 6-scale figure goes up for pre-order. All right, well, there we go. I have RSVP'd. There is also an RSVP, though, for the, I think that's the the sculpted hair version. Oh, and they've got the RSVP for the vampire Anakin as well. You know what? I'm not getting it, but I'm gonna RSVP for it anyway and see what comes up when it does eventually show up. We'll see how it turns out. And then there's also an RSVP ready for the sculpted Qui-Gon, which I'm gonna RSVP for that as well, just to cover my bases, see what happens. That one is not artisan, and will not be exclusive. So I'm sticking with the artisan because, for obvious reasons, it looks amazing. Yeah. I was just saying I don't have the Phantom Menace Maul. I didn't get it when it came out, and I put myself on the wait list. So we'll see. It actually came down to I had wait lists convert at the same time for this and for the Phantom Menace Maul, Phantom Menace Darth Maul, and the Dewback. I chose the Dewback. I couldn't do both, but I could only do one. I chose the Dewback. And once I get my new display cabinets built, oh, buddy, because he's up there on the top shelf. You can't see him, but he is just majestic and beautiful. And I can't wait to have him somewhere where you can actually see him in all of his glory, because I love that thing. But at any rate, it was between that and Maul, and I chose Dewback. So if this is a hint that they might do another one, I'll go for it. But for right now, I'm on the wait list for the other one, so we'll see what happens. The wait list that I didn't take was the one where he comes with the vehicle, the Bloodfin, his little vehicle thing. But I'm also on the wait list for the one that does not have the Bloodfin. So hopefully my wait list for that one maybe converts. I don't know. We'll see. If not, and they do another version of this, I'll get him. So he comes with all the standard hologram guys from Little Hologram Projector. The Nubian, oh yeah, the ship. That's great. He's got Mace Windu and he's got Yoda, so that's cool. But I mean, look, this looks just so good. It's so good, and I am sorely missing a Qui-Gon Jinn in my collection. But I love this. This looks amazing. I cannot wait. No, we don't want to watch that. But yeah. Yeah. It's let me tell you, it's something. But like I was saying, there is, and close this and then go to here, I want to watch the Leafs. Okay. Yeah, there's something to be said for patience. And right now, we're really exercising our patience at this point because Hot Toys has announced nothing today. I don't get it. It's a bit of a puzzle to me. I did not get any notices from anyone. Renz Talentino usually sends me a message letting me know when something new comes up, when Hot Toys makes an announcement. They have not. There's been no announcement. So I don't know if they're planning on just letting this May the 4th go by with a whimper. If 3 exclusives is their May the 4th thing, 2 of them sort of odd choices as well. I mean, let's face it, that artist concept Anakin is weird. But you know, the Ahsoka is cool. I don't have a problem with the Ahsoka, but I do understand why people are kind of weirded out by it. But you know, obviously the Qui-Gon is a great, that's fantastic. I'm glad they did that. But yeah, I don't understand. I do not understand. I am gonna though. Let's see here. Let's go to. Just gonna quickly go to Hot Toys and see if they have, in fact, put anything new up. I'm going to the Hot Toys Facebook page right now. Let's go to. We'll do this together. Here, I'll share this with you guys so that you can kind of see what we're doing. Because if anything does pop up here, then maybe, you know, we can go, hey, look at that. All right, photos. Or just all. Let's just do all. Okay, so let's go here. Share screen. Let's go there and ba-bow. All right, is it in? Oh, I see. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Okay. So, Serenity now, insanity later. So yeah, let's see here. So far, no, there's been nothing. The last thing they posted was about the Qui-Gon. They've got a little thing about Rod of the Hutt. That's Rod of the Hutt now, by the way. He's a big boy. They've got the here, see, this gives you an idea of what, yeah, there's Rod. This is the animation for the Ahsoka. They have the sculpted hair Qui-Gon as well. Okay, so they're just going off about the, yeah. See, this is what we're talking about. Anyway, they have sculpted hair Qui-Gon. They've got the Ahsoka, which we've seen, and then this is all, and then the rest of this is from a couple of days ago. This is the ATRT driver, which these are just blogger photos for it, because this, obviously we saw photos of this already. Then there's the Anakin artist concept. There's more of the Ahsoka. That's the artisan Qui-Gon, and then we're into the Toy Story stuff, and then Blade. So yeah, they haven't announced any new Star Wars stuff for today, and I'm surprised. I gotta say, I'm very surprised. I thought for sure we would get something. It's surprising. I wasn't expecting that. I thought we'd get something, at least, you know, nothing crazy, but I thought, you know, we might get something. It's just a bit of a letdown. If I'm being honest, it's a little bit of a letdown. I mean, look, ultimately, Howard doesn't owe us anything. He doesn't. We just kind of assume, we hope, you know, we're kind of the people that go, well, you know, maybe he'll do this for us, or maybe he'll do that for us, or whatever. It's like, we know he's a Star Wars fan. He's a big Star Wars fan. But I don't know what to say. You you know, Mandu and Grogu landed in Germany today. You mean did Pedro Pascal? You mean like the actors, or do you mean the movie opened in Germany? Because that's much earlier if it opened in Germany. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about it. It's you know, I'm not saying that it's sad. I don't want to say that because that's stupid. That's me being selfish. It's not sad. It's just, I don't know. I was just hoping for more. That's all. I just wanted more. I thought we would get something extra. The only thing I can think of, and I mean, maybe you guys can you know, sound off on this if you agree or disagree. All right, we're done sharing that. We don't need to share anything else unless something pops up, but I'll let you know if it does. Maybe they're saving it up for tomorrow. Revenge of the 5th. Who knows? I mean, it's entirely possible, but I don't know. It's a little bit surprising is maybe the best way for me to put it. I'm surprised by it. I thought it would have been there would have been more announcements, or at least one more anyway. Something big-ish, if that makes sense. But we did not get anything yet today. I mean, the day's not over. It's only, what is it? It's 4:52. So that means, I don't know what the time difference is. I'm not sure, but yeah. Oh, the actors. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, that's cool. So they're doing press tour. So that's great. Well, good for you. You get to, I'm sure you'll see a lot of stuff on your local news. Your entertainment news will probably cover that. But yeah, it's unfortunate for me, for somebody like I was expecting that we were going to have a lot to talk about. I was really hoping we were going to have a lot to talk about. But unfortunately that's not what happened. And I can't stay on stream all day, you know, hoping for maybe something pops up like while we're on the air. Although that would be cool if it did. But yeah, no, I guess that's it. For at least for now. I guess if something shows up, if we get an announcement, then you know I will definitely be making a viewee. I will make a video about that, and I will post it. But yeah, it's just so surprising to me. I just thought, I thought there would be something else. But there isn't. So that's fine. Okay. That's okay. As a wise man once said, it is what it is. Lael Rockwell. So yeah. Otherwise, I mean, that's it. The rest of the stuff were things that came out yesterday, or that were announced yesterday, and we talked about those. Or the day before, sorry. The Qui-Gon, the Ahsoka, the concept art Anakin. Yeah. I know. Can you tell that's what I'm doing? I'm like I'm hoping that I'll just keep rambling and then suddenly something will happen. But no, it's I think we're out of luck right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to assume that if there is an announcement, it will probably come, at some point. I don't know what the time difference is between here and Hong Kong. I don't know that off the top of my head. Winman, maybe I don't know it off the top of my head. So I don't know what they work with in terms of that and when they make announcements, but It could be midnight before we get, and maybe at midnight we get a bunch of things. Who knows? Or like I said, maybe they're waiting for tomorrow. Or maybe they're waiting for next year. Maybe they're going to blow their load next year for the 50th anniversary. And Star Wars Day is going to be all kinds of stuff. I mean, they've already sort of teased it with that quarter scale Han, which I love. I still haven't pre-ordered it. I want it. I am very close to pre-ordering it. The thing is that I'm curious about whether or not they're going to do a Chewie in quarter scale. If they do a quarter scale Chewie, done deal. I'll get both of them, and that'll be it. Done deal. Because I have the premium format sideshow statues of Han and Chewie, which are very cool, I might add. They're really, really cool. But the Han is in his Empire Strikes Back outfit. So he's got that blue jacket and the brown pants. So he's not, or what a lot of us sometimes refer to it as the Bespin outfit. It's not technically Bespin. It's the outfit he wears through the entire movie. So, but yeah, the statue is of that, the Han Solo version. So it's not the vest and the white shirt like it is, or cream colored shirt like it is from A New Hope, which is what this quarter scale Hot Toys is. And I will say the quarter scale Hot Toys, the sculpt is light years better than the premium format statue, which is good. Don't get me wrong; it looks like him, but that quarter scale Hot Toy sculpt is next level, which is partly why I want to get it. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I'm stalling. Windman's right. I'm stalling. I'm gonna let you guys get off here. I know this is a long stream for me. Normally I don't know if I've gone this long before. I probably have, but I've actually had more to say in the past. This time we're just kind of waiting to see what happens, and nothing's happening. So yeah, I feel like Merry in Lord of the Rings when Gandalf is trying to open the doors of Durin. And he's trying to say the words, and Mary's like, nothing's happening. That's kind of how I feel. Nothing's happening. So yeah, I'm going to call it. We're going to call it. We're going to say that's it. That's it for this one. Again, if you know what, if there's an announcement, if something comes up, I might pop in. You did. Oh, no, you got to do that. Get on it. We've been crying for that figure I have. I was screaming for that figure for so long. When they finally announced that, I was on top of that. That's actually paid for. I had accumulated a whole bunch of rewards points that I was saving for when they did. So what happens for me is that I'll get rewards points for things when I get figures, and then I'll just sit on them and I'll wait, and ever something comes out that is of my two favorite IPs, which is obviously Star Wars or Indiana Jones, both for obvious reasons. If I've got a significant number of points, I dump them on that figure, and that's what I do. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm sure it's late in Germany, and I know. I'm sorry, Matthias. I was, yeah. Is it Matthias or Matthias? Do you use a soft T or like a TH sound or a hard T? I'm just curious because I've heard it both ways, and I don't know if I'm doing it right for you or not. But yeah, I tend to use my points. So, like for instance, my Dial of Destiny, or sorry, not Dial of Destiny, my Temple of Doom indie, the one they announced New Year's. Yeah, that was, I paid that almost entirely on points. That went, like, I think I paid like actual money. I think I paid $40 for that. Yeah. No, thank you. I really appreciate you tuning in, and yeah, have a great week, and keep your eyes peeled. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, and if something happens, I'll be back. Don't worry. But yeah, I used all my points for that Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom Indiana Jones, and then I accumulated a bunch more points, and I used them on that the Bespin Han, or the one we're talking about. That one, I paid after points. I think I paid $85 Canadian. The rest was covered by points because I accumulate them and I sit on them. That's all I do. Like even now, I've got like almost $200 worth of points. So I'm just waiting, and that's what I have that's accumulated now, and I still have like 3 figures worth of points that haven't hit that. You know how you don't get them until 40 days after. Not the soft version. So it's Matthias. Okay, that's what I thought. I think that's what I was saying. But yeah, sorry. Either way, thanks for being here, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, I like using points when I've accumulated a bunch. But yeah, so right now I've got almost $200 in points. And then when the other 2 figures worth of points clear, which one is on the 16th of May and the other one is on the 20th of May. And I think that's going to put me up. I'm going to have like $280 worth of points that I can just dump onto something. So whatever comes up, if something comes up that I really, really want, and like but again, it'll be a Star Wars thing or it'll be an Indiana Jones thing. It'll be one of those. If nothing like that comes out that I want, I'll just sit on the points longer. I'll just keep them, keep accumulating. Eventually you get, one of these days I'm going to do it and I'm going to have enough points to actually pay for the whole thing outright, whatever it is. That's the dream. That's how I live the dream. Anyway, I've said enough. There's nothing really more to say. I appreciate all of you for being here. Thanks, Mandy, for stopping by. Thank you, Calvin, for popping in. Winman, it's always a pleasure having you here. Matthias, I appreciate you being here as well. I didn't do that thing that I've seen others do where I go through the chat and shout out everybody that's here. I should do that. I'm going to do that next time because then I can more easily thank everybody. But yeah, everybody that was in here, thank you for being here. I'm really trying to grow that. Like, it's summer now. Oh, okay. I didn't notice that. I will look for it. Thank you. I didn't see it. Yeah. You know what? Watch Instagram, because as soon as something happens, I'm going to be here. But yeah, but thank you everybody. Like I said, I'm trying to grow this because it's the summer. I've got more free time. So I'm going to be putting out more videos. I'm going to start my live stream. It's a live stream, but it's going to be an interview. So I'm gonna, basically my idea is that I'm going to do a one-on-one interview with and you guys can participate. You know, by all means, the chat can come in, ask questions if you want. Once I'm done asking my questions, I might add. But we're gonna like interview different collectors in our space, people that we know, people that we watch on YouTube, people that we subscribe to. Because I don't think it can hurt. I think it can only help if we get to know everybody that we watch, you know, like as people, not just as content creators, not just as collector influencers, if you want to say that. I don't think of us as influencers. I certainly don't think of myself as an influencer. I mean, I've got 58 subscribers. Again, subscribe, because I would love to have that grow if you haven't already subscribed. But yeah, like I think it's good to get to know everybody, and it's just, I don't know, I just feel like there's so much division right now in the world that we have a community here that's really, really cool. And we have people that we speak to on a daily basis in some cases, and we all share a common interest. We all love these. We all love these things. There's my Bo-Katan, by the way. I love Katie Sackhoff. She's mine, Mandy. She's mine. And so we all like these figures, you know. It's fun. We're all kids at heart, right? If you look at it that way. And there's no reason to not know more about us than, you know, whatever we're comfortable with sharing, whatever it is. But just to get a more personal understanding of everybody that we follow and people that we see online and things like that. So I'm going to be starting my little interview show. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet. I'm workshopping some titles for it. This thing, I call this the collector's case. But I'm workshopping a few titles. If any of you, by all means, put it down in the comments below. Do you have any ideas for a nice title for a collector's interview show? Let me know. Give me your ideas. And I might actually end up using it because I don't really like the one I've come up with. So I'm still kind of, like I said, I'm workshopping it. We'll see. But yeah, so I'm going to be doing more of those. I'm going to be doing that show. My first interview will be probably the end of this month or closer to the end of May, sometime during the last half of May, at least anyway. And my first guest is going to be none other than 1/6 Scale Man himself, because Lael is the reason that I'm doing this. He was the reason that I sort of bucked up and decided to do live streams or make videos or make content, because he really encouraged me. He really made it a welcoming environment for me, and I will always be grateful for that. So I already asked him and he already agreed. So we're going to figure out when we're going to do it. I'll make sure that it's announced. You will get plenty of notice, and then we'll do it. And we'll get to know, we'll better know a collector, you know? So it'll be fun. We'll get to know each other. It'll be a fun little thing. We'll get to know each other. It'll be a good time. A good time. Anyway, thank you all. Everybody who tuned in, everybody who participated in the chat. Thank you so much. This was unfortunately not as busy as I'd hoped it would be, not as news earth-shattering as I'd hoped it would be, but I still had great conversations with you guys, and I really appreciate you being here. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Again, remember to share this video, hit that like button. Please hit that like button, and please, if you aren't already, please subscribe, because there's going to be more. I'm going to be doing a lot more. So you're going to get a lot more stuff this summer for sure. And it'll be a lot more interesting. I promise. So yeah, hit that like button, subscribe, and share. And thank you for being here again. I appreciate you so much. This has been your friend Rob, the archaeologist. And this has been another episode of The Collector's Case on May the 4th, our international holy holiday. So may the 4th be with you, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Take care.